Hi, FlossTube.
Hi, FlossTube.
This is Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching, episode 35.
15 plus 15 plus 5.
Welcome back, everybody.
Plus math.
And a special hello to anybody who's just found us. Somewhere along the line, we took a huge leap in subscribers. We don't exactly know why.
Someone probably shouted us out when we're just bad at realizing it.
I don't know. But I just happened to glance at the little subscriber number.
Because you know we do this for the subscribers.
How does 2,700 sound?
Sounds like a lot of people.
Pretty unbelievable. So anyway, we have contacted and been in contact with our two winners of our 2,000 subscriber giveaway prize. And what a thrill it was to contact these two ladies.
We're happy to say that they finally reported back to us and that we're really, really happy that the people, I mean, we would have been happy with anybody, but there's always that slight fear that the person that wins is like just one of those people that like enters giveaways for no reason or like, I don't know, something dumb. But
that's not our subscriber base. Our
I know,
subscriber base is full of wonderful.
Well, I know that, Pam, but I'm just saying. There's just a fear that
appreciative
that somebody random was going to get
stitchers.
I don't know. Whatever.
That really could not believe that they had won.
Yeah, they were like shocked.
And you know, we had over 120 at least.
We had over 150 for each at least.
For each bag.
List, so.
And then we had a lot of fun yesterday and a few days ago filling those bags with goodies. Mm-hmm. So Diane, oh shoot, I forgot the other woman.
Paula?
Oh, Paula. Paula and Diane.
Is it Diane or Diana?
It's Diane.
Okay.
And we've been in contact with them. We've corresponded. But we missed our bubble to go to the post office, if you ladies are listening. Oops. And tomorrow, being Monday, President's Day, no post office.
So they'll go on Tuesday.
Yeah. Which gives us more time to fill it with more goodies.
Right.
So, yeah, somewhere between doing our giveaway and
now,
holy crap, we're going to have to think of another giveaway prize. You know, I used to think that going from 2K to 3K was going to be like forever. A year and a half, and it hasn't. It's nothing that's like real important to us, but it is interesting. Yeah. It's interesting.
It's definitely fun to see.
So,
we've had quite a full stitching week.
Yeah.
So first I want to say thank you to every single person who messaged me, tagged me on Facebook, sent me Instagram messages, and were very concerned about my well-being given Tuesday's life-altering announcement. Yeah. That Lizzie Kate is retiring. So anyone that is out there that has not heard, Lizzie Kate is retiring.
If you've been living under a rock.
Well, some people just might not know. There was someone in the shop on Friday that didn't know.
That's true. If you're not on a whole lot of social media.
Right, then how are you going to know?
A whole lot, like us.
Right. We don't live for social media. But so their last design, they've put out 190 designs. They've been going for 22 years now. And I've actually gotten some comments and been in correspondence with Linda Ebright in the past since I've been stitching. And I'm happy to report that through some eBay purchases I'll be showing in this video and Little Miss Annie Miller at Crazy Annie Stitchin', my Lizzie Kate wish list is pretty much checked off. So a lot of the things that I had on my wish list to buy are things that like sets, like the Christmas rules and Halloween rules, and things I just hadn't gotten around to collecting, and things that were kits that came with fabric by default. So they were the more expensive ones, so I just had kind of been putting off getting them. But those are also the things that will, I'm assuming, go up in price once March 31st rolls around and they are retiring. So I did want to say that through Barbara at our LNS that a lot of people have placed a ton of orders, and so just be patient with your orders for Lizzie Kate stuff. They are not ceasing production of their patterns until March 31st. So, and also keep in mind what happened with Prairie Schooler, from what I'm told, is that people kind of freaked out a little bit when Prairie Schooler stopped producing charts and then they re-released some. So, you never know. But I wish Linda and Alan the best in their retirement. They brought so much joy and happiness to the CrossFit community across all, across all accounts. And I can say that, like, I love Lizzie Kate. Everyone knows this. But, you know, all good things must come to an end. And if I were to just stitch Lizzie Kate for the rest of my life, I probably would still not stitch every Lizzie Kate that I want to. That's how much I have. So.
And here's to retirement. You know, as they said in their blog post, I think, you know, either one or both of them are 62. I'm 62. I can't imagine still working.
Right.
It's time, you know. And I also want to interject that Barbara had such great things when we were over at the shop on Friday. Such great things to say about Lizzie Kate.
Yeah.
In that we got talking about different designers who are digitizing their designs. And Barbara said, you know, Linda and Alan never wanted to go that route. They always wanted to support the local needlework shops. Almost did that local LNS thing. Two locals, no. Anyway, but Barbara had such great things to say about the both of them and how supportive they've always been to small business owners, which is what LNSs are. They're right. Small businesses, and exactly. We need to support them, and Barbara's all about that. So
yeah, for sure.
It was all about just celebrating what a wonderful business they have run, and also, do we want to talk about your attempt to get a hold of the item on eBay?
Which item on eBay?
The
stand-ups?
Yeah.
So
you need to say a prayer.
Okay, so we are trying. There are some Lizzie Kates that we don't have that we want. So,
you had mentioned Linda Hurley had some of those stand-ups. Leslie.
Well, she's working on her Henry O'Hare right now.
Right.
And that whole series of stand-ups, there's Pilgrims, there's Mr. and Mrs. Claus, there's a Liberty Sam, who's adorable.
Oh, yeah, Liberty Sam. If anybody wants to unload a Liberty Sam, Lizzie Kate on
we'll pay you. And then we also, the Halloween ones, the Vinnie Von Fang ones, and they're retired. So they've been hard to get forever now anyway. Yeah. But so we have currently, like, so Mom has a saved search on her eBay, and
for all of those.
For all of them.
So if you're an eBay watcher, look out! I'm coming for you.
We're on our way home from the grocery store yesterday, and she was like, "Oh no, there's a Henry O'Hare on eBay," and so, like, we're not going to be paying like hundreds and hundreds of dollars for it, but it's just going to be interesting to see how high up they go. I mean, there's some of them that I don't want, but there's some that I do.
It's going to be interesting, not necessarily interesting in a good way, because it's really horrid how people, try to gouge other stitchers who just want to have fun.
Right.
So,
just want to stitch.
Anyway,
but and then
so we're still in the running on this one auction.
Right.
So
it ends in like 5 days or something. So cross your fingers for us.
Don't look for it.
Right.
Leave me alone. Let me win it.
Don't look for it. Do not search for it. We just ratted ourselves out.
Sorry we brought it up.
We're kidding about the whole thing. That's
Let's
not
move
really
on.
But I did want to say, too, that one thing that I thought of, too, I didn't read in anywhere that Lizzie Kate had posted about them for sure taking their website or blog down. I'm kind of assuming that they probably are going to be doing that come the end of March. But just in the off chance that they do, for anyone that's out there, first and foremost, she has if you go to LizzieKate.com, all of the borders that she's put out, like the border for 6'5" Men that I'm doing, the free border for Christmas rules, Halloween rules, the snowbells, like all of those are free and they are PDFs. So I just went on Lizzie Kate and downloaded them and saved them on my computer. That way that if she were to take her site down, that we still have those. So, because Lord knows I'm not going to be starting all of them before March 31st.
Of course not.
And then also, too, there's a link on the side of her page for, like, her chart, I don't want to say mistakes, but, like, the chart corrections.
Yeah.
And so, I'm going through and printing that off, too, for any of the applicable charts that I'm going to be doing, just so, like, I have those for future reference.
Right.
So if you're out there and you're a Lizzie Kate fan like me, then that might
She's not leaving any stone unturned.
No, ma'am, I am not.
No.
Because I don't want to be that person that's like messaging Linda Ebrard at 4 o'clock in the morning, like, can I get that, please? Yeah, no.
Right.
Because she doesn't have time for that. So, just a pro tip, just saying.
So anyway, I guess that's the big news in cross-stitch land.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I haven't heard a lot of people talk about it on FlossTube, so I thought that we should.
Yeah.
And then since I am the Lizzie Kate queen.
Oh my God, I guess she's got a rep. So.
I know, but I could do worse.
Yeah.
So that was on Tuesday, and Tuesday was also the day that I got my hair done. And just shout out to Danny. Just saying.
Don't look too close at Pam's hair in the meantime.
Right. You just stare at my pretty locks. So it's almost spring, which means it's almost summer, so the blonde's going to come back. Everyone's like, put your blonde back, put your blonde back. So it will sneak back in here as the appointments approach. But that was on Tuesday, and then on Thursday, we had our third Thursday of the month, Panera Stitch-In, which wasn't as many people as before, but it was still a nice crowd. We had Susan, and we had Lori, and we had Vi, and we had Tina, and we had Marsha, and we had Anne-Marie. I always call her Marianne. And there's probably someone I'm forgetting because Elizabeth.
Yeah, 6 or 8 of us.
Yeah, so it was a good crowd and it was fun. And so that was a good time. We did do a lot of talking about Lizzie Kate as that was the big news of the week. So, but yeah, so third Thursday of the month. So
Milford Panera, be there, be square.
Right. And then on Friday, so we came home from that, and then on Friday we went to stitch at Keepsakes, which is what we do every Friday afternoon, because it's how we roll. And yeah, there was just a normal crowd over there. I mean, there was actually quite a few people there. I felt like it was pretty crowded on Friday. Yeah,
it was. At one point, we usually go over at lunchtime or a little bit after lunchtime, and they're open until 5, so we're there all afternoon. Nancy came in. Hi, Nancy.
Hi, Nancy.
She stayed while Jean had to work, and and it was great. We sat. I sat next to Nancy, and Nancy and I like to talk, so it was great fun.
And you, Nancy, and Delisha in a room together.
Yeah. So it was me in the middle of Delisha and Nancy, and
I was working on my Weeks Dye Works floss organizing project.
Yeah,
which is now complete.
And so that was a lot of fun, and so
yes, that was our week.
So that was pretty much our week.
Yep.
And since then we've been watching the Olympics, and
Adam Rippon is my new best friend,
and we have enjoyed seeing. We couldn't quite stay up last night for our local boy
Nick Gepper.
From Nick Gepper
from Indiana.
But did you look up what happened?
He was in second place when I went to bed, and I didn't go to bed.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah, that's fine.
He got silver.
Oh, so he stayed in second.
He got silver. Yeah. And he's kind of more or less local, Lawrenceburg, Indiana, which is right down on the Ohio River, southwest of us.
That's pretty exciting for us.
And one thing we learned, fun fact, he learned to ski at Perfect North Slopes, which is about as close to a mountain as we get around here. And so there's been a lot of local coverage for Nick, right? And so we're watching some of the local coverage because the local NBC affiliates have to do, we're thinking that they all have to do kind of
that Olympic zone thing.
Olympic zone before the Olympics come on.
That's on for the half hour before.
Yeah, so. Dinner time or whatever. So we're watching the NBC station and he's interviewing, get this, Mr. Perfect. No kidding. It's not that the slopes are perfect. It's that Perfect North Slopes is run by the Perfect family.
Isn't that funny?
And I just about died.
I know.
And I've been living here for over 30 years, and I didn't know that.
I thought that was
so anyway. So Nick from who learned to ski at Perfect North Slopes won silver in his ski event.
That's kind of where he was headed. He had only done his second run.
And he called out Lawrenceburg, and he called out Perfect North, and
so that's pretty cool.
It's very cool. But I could not stay up past midnight for that.
And I was up till 1:30, and I was like, I can't do it anymore, Nick.
Oh, really? It was after 1:30?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
He'd only done his second run. I was like, bro.
My God. So anyway, we've been watching the Olympics, and as you know, we've been working on sort of Olympics projects.
Yes.
more or less along with the Stitch Mania event. Sorta, not
kinda.
sorta. But anyway.
Yeah. That will put us to whips, won't it?
That will kind of take us to whips.
Because my Olympic project is done, so hold on that.
Yeah, so she's got to finish in that category.
Yeah.
I will be finished soon, perhaps after this evening's Olympics. I'm taking it off. Can you hear? I'm taking it off my cue snap.
They can't hear that, Pam.
Okay, so my Olympics.
Wait, don't look at the notes. I'm first.
Oh well, I thought since we were talking about Olympics, we would kind of.
That's fine. You can go.
We'll
circle back.
We'll circle back.
I'm not going anywhere. So
Yeah. Okay, so this was my Olympics project, Bent Creek, Flags and Friends,
that picture doesn't
part
do
of the
justice.
part of the photo booth series from Bent Creek, and that was good.
Yeah, show them the cue
I
snap.
put down the project and held the cue
She's-
snap in my
look what I
hand
stitched. It's a
because
cue snap.
yeah, I'm challenged. Anyway, so we started on the 4th installment. And,
oh yeah,
The 4th block down. So it's telling a story, and Baldy is in the 4th. There were only 4 squares, so it starts off, as you can tell, with Uncle Sam holding the flag. Mm-hmm. Then the 2nd block down, if you can tell, he has 2 flags in his hand, and Baldy's looking at him kind of like, yeah, okay. Then in the 3rd block down, there is Baldy, and he has put the
third flag
in his mouth. So stay tuned, people, with what's going to happen in block number 4.
I know, right?
Anyway,
It's
super
so
fun.
cute.
Super fun. A lot of people have been loving my progress on this on the IG, and
Are there no gold buttons in his shirt on this one? Weird.
let's just check.
Oh,
There
no.
are not.
That's weird.
He busted his buttons right out. Probably because they're supposed to be behind his arm there,
Yeah,
see?
he got so patriotic.
So
he
no
busted
more
his
buttons on his blue jacket, but there is a blue star in the bottom, and the number of flags increases.
1, 2, 3.
And
Cause math.
this was a whole series, if you are familiar with Bent Creek at all. There's
have-
one called Pilgrim Pals, and Cheryl, who was doing another project with me, said that she's got Pilgrim Pals, so I'm trying to get it so that we can do a sale together on Pilgrim Pals.
And we have eggs and bacon. I have the
They're cute,
which
They're
is
just
like
quick.
the chicken and the pig, and then I have the Valentine's Day one, and there's a ton of them. So
Right.
just Google Bent Creek photo booth and you'll see them.
Right. So anyway, enough about the Olympics, and that's my Olympics whip. Okay.
Right.
So
Speaking of Cheryl,
speaking of Cheryl, I might as well segue into that. Cheryl in Portland, Maine. I don't have permission to give you her full name. We're doing Beachy Mood cricket. Number 313. Picture does not do it justice.
Nope.
Because
going crazy
I'm
on
doing
this.
it on this beautiful slate blue piece of Lugana. Is that what this is?
I would assume so. It's an even wave.
It's an even wave. So I started with the A and the flip-flops, and I'm heading toward the H, and
Look at that.
don't you just love that crab?
It's so
When I
cute.
was at the shop on Friday, I basically said I'm sitting here until I get that sand dollar in, and there's just the slightest shading to show the
Yeah, you can
dimensions
see
of
it.
the sand dollar, and it's tied with a little string at the top of the C.
So cute.
So I'm just loving this, and yeah.
That
So
must have
that's
been
my other
annoying.
whip for the week.
Was
For
it
the
an-
week, people. For the week.
Right. Was it annoying to stitch those different stupid
No.
shades?
No.
Ugh.
I didn't think it would show up, but they do. It's just
Yeah,
a
they really
slight shading in the
Yeah, you can tell.
Oh,
is this blended down here?
no, it's just little straight stitches that lay on top
Oh, is
of
it? That's
Blending?
annoying.
No, Cricut never blends.
I don't know, Pam. Jeez.
We're kind of going through a thing like, with all these designers, like,
It's retirement's in the water.
Seekis and Company, which is an old designer, is also closing up, and we're hoping. I even mentioned it to Barbara on Friday. I said, "Ooh, I'm thinking Cricut." She says, yeah, I think Cricut's going to be next. We're not predicting. We're hoping not. We're hoping not. But, you know, that generation of designers is
fading.
Is hanging up their graph paper, people. And the new ones are going to fill the void, and that's just great.
Right.
So,
exactly.
Anyway.
So, my whip. So, I had 2 finishes this week, but hopefully
right.
that. So, you all know that I really like inspirational quotes. So, this was one that I had picked out for some reason. I don't really know why, but every once in a while I start sniffing around and I'm like, I want to start something new. So, this is the Pine Mountain Designs Far Better Things Ahead. And if you are familiar at all with Pine Mountain, you know that it typically comes in a kit with the pillow, with the Ada cloth, and then the pillow form and the everything else. I actually purchased this off of Stash Unload. So, obviously the person that sold it, they used the pillow form, but you can get the pillow form separately if I even want to do a pillow,
right.
which I might not. And then it also comes with DMC. So, I was so glad to know that it was in DMC because the person that I purchased it from off Stash Unload sent me the leftover floss that they had, which was super nice because they could have just put it in their DMC stash and called it a day. Excuse me. But, and we have an entire DMC collection, so I was able to use up what they sent and whatever. So this was stitched originally on 16 count Ada. That's what the model is in. But if it says there are far, far better things ahead than anything we leave behind. Very, very cute. And I am stitching this on 32 counts Joblin in Moon Glow by Picture This Plus. So that's how much I have done on it. So all the words are done, and I'm just going on. So there's the lighthouse, and there's water and sand and stuff that goes all the way down here. So I will say that this is 32 count. So you could see, like, ooh, that color shows up well. So it's popping off of this, which I love. I was like over all the blue, and these fonts, like, this is my favorite font. I love this. The end looks kind of weird, but I like this font a lot. Anyway, so, but this was funny because, okay, so my go-to needle that I use, and it's because that's what Mom taught me to use to stitch with, is a John James Tapestry Petite size 26. This is what I've used, and it's been fine on 32, on 30, on 28, a bunch of stuff. So whatever, it's been fine. But something happens in the dyeing process of 32 count at Picture This Plus. I don't even know. But these holes are bitty, 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 bitty baby holes. Look at how small them holes are. And I was using my size 26, and I could, like, hear it coming through. Like, it was like I had to pull it through. Like, not that it's supposed to slide through, but I was like, I don't know. I felt like I was hurting the fabric. So I said to Mom, I was like, do we have any size 28 needles? And she was like, I don't know. You have to look. Because we got 26s for days, but not very many 28s. Well, at Stitchaway in January, I got, at the Newcomer's Tea, Barbara gave every newcomer a 3-pack of John James Tapestry Petite Golds in 28. Sold. So, because I did try to use a longer size 28, and it felt like it was this long. Because I'm so used to having the baby needle in my hand. So anyway, so, just a, pro tip for people out there who are like, why, I don't know, size 28 to work on 32 from Pictures Plus.
Well, it's also a word to the wise in terms of buying overdyed fabric.
Yeah, right.
The overdye process will basically not shrink your fabric, but it'll condense your weave of your fabric.
Correct.
So, if you don't want anything on too high of a count, be careful what you order in overdyed fabric, because
that's why I'm glad we get 28.
We usually get 28 from our Fabric of the Month clubs, because they tend to edge toward 30
or 32.
Right. And
that's not anything that
she's not as bothered by it as I am, but she is bothered by it to a degree. Mm-hmm. And I just think she's experienced that with with this fabric. I was just noticing, like a lot of Pine Mountains, you get the pillow sleeve.
Yeah.
So the person obviously used both the pillow and the pillow sleeve.
Yeah, yeah.
And you've got lots of options, even if you wanted to make it into a pillow.
Right. I did. So many options. And I do want to say that this is the Lugana, and I don't know, I don't know who the designer is, but those crows, the Ida May crow and the Ira May, or whatever the hell they are, those two crows, you all know what I'm talking about. Lisa at the shop, she's not at the shop, she's a stitcher. She's stitching them on Moonglow, and so is Lynn at the shop. She actually works there, so I can say that. And she's stitching it on 32 count linen, not Lugana. And it is like sunshine yellow, their fabric is. And this is very, very, very muted compared to their bright golden yellow. And we just held them up together and I was like, look at the difference. So there's a testament to the difference between the dyeing process on different fabrics.
Correct.
Yes.
Right. So anyway,
those are our whips.
So those are our whips.
So it's fine. So I will, since I'm the only one with finish it.
Oh yeah, so let's go to finishes, and it's only Steph this week.
Yay. So I say this every week, but I'm going to say it again if you're new to our channel. We do, this year we're doing one Christmas ornament a month and one Halloween ornament a month. And Pam has been finished with hers for like 6 weeks now because she's ahead of the game.
Oh, wow.
And I finally caught my little booty up. So this is, last week I just showed you Oi, and now I have Joy. And this is Joy by Kathy Haberman of Hands On Design. And this is 30 count Liberty by Weeks Dye Works fabric. Stitched in all called for colors except the blue is Capri by Weeks Dye Works, as opposed to whatever it calls for. And then I just want to toot my own horn here for a second. Look at those Smyrnas, and the rounded herringbone stitches that I did myself. I didn't even ask Pam. There was a diagram in the back of the. And
she did it at Panera. She didn't do it in the comfort of her own stitching spot.
Because I do specialty stitches on the go, people.
Yeah. On the go.
On the go. So, yeah. And then I posted this in the Hands On Design group, and Kathy Haberman commented on it, and I had a fangirl moment. I was so happy. So, yeah. So, I love it, and this red fabric is amazing.
Just a scrap we happen to have.
Look at that. So striking on this. And it was called for to be done on Phoenix by Pictures This Plus, which is literally like the same color as this. But I wanted to play with Weeks fabric, so I did. And then my penguins are done.
This was her Olympic project.
Yeah.
Olympics project.
So many people were like, have you finished naming them all? So we're having printer issues, or else I would redo all the names. But I know that I named one Rip-On for Adam Rip-On, the male figure skater. And then I named one Gepper for Nick Gepper, who we talked about earlier. And I list off the names. So,
and Chang.
Yep, Pyong and Chang and Tom and Goldie. And I did end up naming the... So here we go. So here's the finish. Just let me show you this. So sorry, it's been folded. So there we go.
Why don't you start at the top and work up?
Okay, so that's Goldie up at the top. And then the two, they are named. These two penguins are named. They are named after the two sisters that play hockey for... One plays for Korea and one plays for USA. And then the one with the red scarf on is named after Red. I don't know his last name.
He was the first
something
medal.
Yes. And then...
For USA.
Yeah. And then I forget what I named that rounded one. And then that's Tom underneath him. So this one is Tom. And that's Pyong. And that's Chang. And that is Sean, as in Sean White. And Sean White won the 100th gold medal for the United States in the Winter Games. Right. And then that is Nick Gepper, because he skis and he flies like that. And that is Rip-On for Adam Rippon, because he's doing his ta-da. And then that is Mommy Biney, the speed skater for America. She's got speed skates on. Look how cute this is.
Yes, we see.
See?
It's very cute.
And then I want to show them the fabric. So I don't want to frame this. I actually want to make it into a wall hanging. I mean, Stephanie doesn't sew. Jan will be making it into a wall hanging. Just saying. But, so I went on to like just Google and I typed in like Olympic fabric, like Olympic rings fabric. And this is what I end up getting. I haven't purchased this. Not bright enough. Okay. There's like a fine line between too bright and not bright enough. So I might
That's pretty good.
I might be able to insert a picture here of it. But so as you can, I don't know if you could tell, but it doesn't have the rings on it, but it has in all of the Olympic ring colors. It has all the names of the Winter Olympic sports like freestyle skiing and skeleton and figure skating and Nordic combined.
That's very cool.
And
We'll have to get that ordered.
yeah, so yeah, but I wanted something that would look cool.
We should ask Jan how much she needs to make
Yeah.
a wall hanging for you out of that, and then just order it before it goes out of
before it goes away. Look at
out
that
of stock. Yeah.
And shout out to KY Stitcher, one of our viewers, because she tagged me in the one that she finished for her,
Darla. Yeah.
Darla, for her daughter-in-law, I believe.
Absolutely.
Yep. So thank you for tagging me in that. I appreciate that. And yep.
Okay.
So now
That brings us to
ready?
mail call.
Okay, so I just want to say that I just had a little bit of difficulty separating the mail call and the haul. So, because a lot of it we did get in the mail. So, whatever. So, this is bothering me. So, okay. So, first and foremost, little Miss Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Over at Buckeye Stitcher. She knows that we like males. Not like we like males as in men, but we also like males as in what? And you don't? Do you need
I'm done with them.
Do you have something to share? Okay. Well, I like males as in pieces of mail in the mailbox.
MAIL.
MAIL. So she sent us a Valentine's card. Look how pretty that is.
Oh, it's so pretty.
So much hearts. And she wrote us a little note inside.
Thanks, Nicole.
It went on the mantle.
Yeah, on the
Day.
mantle.
Yep, so thank you. Hope you and your Brian had a good, lovely, love day, right? Isn't that what it's called? I don't know. And then, me and little Miss Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Bendy Stitchy.
Yes, all of you, I'm sure, know who she is. But if you don't, what are you doing with your life? Really? So she sent me a package because she had some things that she wanted to add to the Steph giveaway bag. Mosey's down here. She wants to be on the camera. Come here. She said, I was on last week. I want to be on this week.
Isn't this my time to shine?
Say hi, Mose.
Mosey!
So, okay, now you can go. Bye-bye. Okay, so anyway, back to Michelle. She sent me, so she said that she was going to, cat hairs. So she said that she had some things that she wanted to add to the Steph bag, which have been added. So thank you for your generous contribution. And then she goes to, I think it's monthly, correct me if I'm wrong, Michelle, but it's the Acorns and Threads meetup is what they call it. So her LNS is Acorn and Threads.
Fun fact, I have been to Acorns and Threads many years ago.
Is it Acorn and Threads or Acorns and Threads? Are there multiple
Don't
acorns?
ask me on the spot. I don't know on the spot.
Just wondering. Never mind, Michelle.
They know in Oregon, so that's all that matters.
That's all that matters, right. So, anywho's, so at the last meetup at her LNS, Lizzie Kate was there. As in Linda Ebright was there. And I was like, I wouldn't know what to say. I'd poop my pants, probably. Just give me a Depends. I would need it. So, they did some giveaways and stuff. And, Michelle won one of the prizes. And it was like all the Lizzie Kates. And they were all signed. So, knowing that I am a Lizzie Kate fanatic, she sent me some pictures and said, do you want any of these? And I was like, yes, please. So she sent me some. So this is the postcard that she sent. And it is of the Feelin' Coquillon Mill. Gwyneed. I think it's not.
It's in the UK.
Windmills and water mills. Does it say where it is?
I think it's Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
So that would be,
I don't know.
Scotland.
Maybe. Well, this was the. If you look, this was
know.
This was the symbol. So what the hell is that? I don't know.
Well,
it's not a dollar sign. I can tell you that.
That's the Queen. That's the Queen.
The Queen Mum.
Yes. No, not the
not
Queen
the Queen
Mum.
but the Queen. Whatever.
The Queen.
So this was the postcard, Smith. Thank you. And then, so out of the ones that she showed, these are the ones I picked. So the first one is, this is one of their Flora mix sample snippets called Collect Moments. Collect Moments, not things. And then the little scissor fob too. And Happy Stitching, signed by Lizzie Kate. The Flora mix sample is actually printed on here, but the Happy Stitching.
A fictional character, I am assuming.
Correct. That's
created by Linda and Alan.
Right. Yes. So, so there's that. So that was the first one that she sent, Collect Moments. And then this was really cool. So this was this was their Live, Laugh, Love, Now and Then snippet. So that's what the cover of it looks like. And I really love this. And then this is really cool. So the original Live, Laugh, Love snippet number S16 was originally released in 2000. And that's what it looked like. So you get both charts in this. So you get the now, or you get the then, and the now. You get both charts.
Clever.
Winning. And Happy Stitching, Lizzie Kate. Just saying. So after I stitch this, I'm going to cut the part out that has her signature, and I'm going to glue it on the back of the frame.
Ooh.
So I have it. So, but you get both.
There's an idea.
Yeah. So you get both charts, and I didn't realize that it was both charts, and I was like, "That's really cool that they give you both." And I think it's cool because you can see the progression of Lizzie Kate's designs from this in 2000 to, and this was.
Did they get better?
Well, it's not that they got better. I mean, it's just that they. Yeah, it's me. They got better, and then they got this one, which is 2011. So 11 years difference.
11 years.
So isn't that cool? So thank you, Michelle. Love you. Super happy about that. So that was like the gifts that we got stuff. And then we had, this is our haul section, but it's kind of weird because we got most, if not all of this haul in the mail. So it's technically mail call haul. I don't know.
Oh yeah. True.
Oh yeah.
So, I've gotten stuff off of, was this
Brian's Barn.
Was this eBay?
I don't know, Pam. You bought it. I think it was eBay.
I think it was eBay because I think he's got an eBay store. It's called Brian's Barn on eBay. And now, for those of you who perhaps are new, you might not appreciate the humor of this. But there is a finished cricket at the base of the stairs at Keepsakes that I kept looking at and looking at and looking at. And it is an Uncle Sam and an eagle. Mm-hmm. Hello, Uncle Sam and an eagle.
If you recall.
But I bet you didn't know, and I didn't know, walking by it, up the stairs, down the stairs at Keepsakes, what cricket chart, you can tell it's cricket, what cricket chart it was on or from. And I never really pursued it. I don't need stuff to stitch. Okay.
Duh.
So, I think this was on eBay, but I can't really remember.
I think it was.
Anyway.
I forgot what the title
all
was.
Right,
That's
now,
why it's like, what?
Now, this is the Uncle Sam and the Eagle. This is the cricket leaflet that it came from.
It's technically an Uncle Sam angel.
Yeah, he's got wings. I don't know if I can...
you can say that.
He's got wings. Don't know why.
Don't know why. Don't
on
know
this
if we'll stick to
little
wings.
selection down here.
They don't have wings.
So I think the wings are removable.
He's got removable wings. Like an airplane, except not.
All right. Now, like I said, if you're new to our channel, you won't appreciate the humor of this. But
if you're a long-time viewer,
if you have binge watched back to an episode last year,
yeah,
I was trying to say something, which is always dangerous.
Yes.
I was trying to say something that involved the phrase, "we the people."
Yeah.
It came out of this mouth as "we the pee-pee."
It was good. Oh, just rolled right out like "we the pee-pee." And she didn't even notice she said it. Oh my gosh.
Certain viewers went a little bit nuts laughing about that.
Oh my God.
Carol, you know who you are.
Those were the good memes, man. The memes with PP.
All right. So, you're never going to forget now that Uncle Sam and the Eagle came out of...
We the PP.
Check it. Whoops, where'd it go?
Right there.
We the people.
Or we the PP.
So for a lot of reasons, now my eyes are watering because I'm laughing. For a lot of reasons, I had to get this chart. But I really like this design. Mm-hmm. And for shores, we will be taking the wings off Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
But it's very pretty stitched up. And so I got this one off of eBay. So this is my big haul.
I like that too because look, it says it's a small world after all or some shit. And she's got like this raccoon and an owl on her head. And it's a big whale. I don't know. It's cool. I like it. I would not make a freaking vegetable bag out of it, but...
Well, you know, this was copyright, I think, 91. Is that what that means? Oh, 1990.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, I see this 91 down here.
That's not right.
So I was looking to see if there was any story or any description of why they put wings on Uncle Sam. But I don't see anything.
But yeah, you can.
But it's really pretty at Barbara's. I mean, it's really pretty at Keepsakes, the one that's resting on the bottom step there. And so now I have that. So that's my haul from
I don't need the
Brian's Barn, wherever I got it from. Whether
it's called Brian's Barn. I think it was eBay. If I had to think, but you the one that
I think he was listing a few things on Stash Unload. So anyway,
okay,
whatever. Okay.
Speaking of Stash Unload,
what a segue!
Right.
God, I have long fingers. Anyway,
you're so random.
Anyway,
I got a really long fingernail.
Well,
on this finger
remember how last week I was going like this about my sneeze? That,
yes,
that never came. It never came during the whole video.
Nope.
Anyway, we have all these posties. What would we do without posties?
On her thing, so she won't forget where she got them.
Picked up a few things on Stash Unload recently from a gal named Rhonda. Hi, Rhonda, if you're watching.
If you watch it.
And I got some real goodies. And boy, oh boy, there were some people that went on after me and said, me second, please, and me third, please, and me fourth,
As
please.
if we're not going to buy them.
And I'm like, honey, I'm good for it.
Right, yeah.
Give it up.
Yeah. Let it alone. Give us the chart.
Let me pay and be gone.
Right. Get away from, step away from the
of course,
charts.
yeah, step away. Step away. Someone's going to get hurt.
God, I hope not. Just crossed it, fam.
Hey, a Plum Street. Who's seen them? Who has seen
them?
Who's American Sampler? Oh my good Lord. Look at that thing. American Sampler.
Can I do Stephanie's story time and read to them what it says on the bottom?
Yes, Stephanie will now read you the verse while I wipe my teary eyes.
It says, first it says July 1776, and then it says, give me a calm and thankful heart, from every murmur free, the blessings of thy grace impart, preserve our liberty. Sic semper tyrannis. American Sampler. And it says,
oh boy,
this sampler was inspired by the great state of Virginia. 3 of our founding fathers were born here, George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, and James Madison, represented by the 3 flags. 1, 2, 3. The state flower is the flowering dough wood stitched to the right of the house. Over here. With the colonial couple. A cardinal Virginia state bird is perched in the tree. Oh, up here. Right there. Cardinal. The state's motto, Sic Semper Tyrannis, thus always to tyrants, is featured in the verse. Down here.
I love
That.
the fact that Paulette appreciates American history. I think that is totally awesome. Yay for
Props
Paulette.
to you, girl. I love that.
Yes, absolutely. So, I love that. So, I picked that up. These were all from this woman on Rhonda. On Stash named Rhonda.
This, I told her to jump on this because I love it.
And this was the one that everybody came on after me and went, Pam, goes bankrupt. I want it.
Please.
This is a DMC kit. Is there a year on this sucker?
Probably when you open it.
Well, I'm not going to open it
Well,
right
no,
now.
obviously not. Please.
But,
I want that one too.
oh my God. This is
I wonder, I don't know what building is this?
replica of a 33-cent U.S. stamp.
Postage stamp.
Do you know these DMC kits that replicate
I've never seen them
stamps?
before.
Flag over city. Sorry for the glare,
It's
guys.
so cool.
Flag over city.
Love that.
Whole kit.
Excuse me.
Ada. That's coming out, of course. But
Probably. Well, it's full coverage, so why not?
well, I don't know. I'll have to see.
And then it says official licensed product of the U.S. Postal Service.
And show the back. So there's two others.
Yeah, I like this one.
So this
That's great.
Statue of Liberty, especially, or the other one, they're 29 centers.
Yeah.
Anybody find those?
Let us know.
Holla.
Holla at your girls, because we want them.
That's right.
And it says that this kit includes 14-count Ada fabric, DMC embroidery floss, needle, and easily followed instructions. I would recommend. Oh,
Somebody's opened it and retaped it back.
but hell yeah!
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's got DMC up in there.
Okay.
I'm gonna
So I
find
got
out.
that from Rhonda.
Pam, I need to find out what year this is because you asked. Holy friggin' hell! God damn! This thing is a beast. It's not gonna have it anywhere on here, is it?
It's on the back. Nothing on
Nothing
the back.
on the back. Blank. Bullshit. Nope. Not a damn thing anywhere.
No info. So anyway,
Gosh.
flag over the city.
Stupid.
Flag over the city.
Over the city.
Over
The
city.
But that's cool. I mean, shout out to Grandpa because he worked for the U.S.
Oh yeah,
Postal
my
Service.
dad worked for the post office. So all the more reason I need them all. Send them to me.
Give it to us.
And the one other thing I got from Rhonda on
I like
Stash
this one,
Unload
too.
is a drawn thread called Free and Brave. Look at how pretty that is.
I've seen somebody stitch that.
Free and Brave. Look at that awesomeness.
Yeah.
Look at that flag. That's an awesome flag.
Yeah, look at the close-up of the flag on the back.
Oh, yeah.
That is an awesome flag.
Yeah, that's a
This is gonna
week's
be
worth
weird.
right there.
Hell yeah.
Wonderful. So, I got those three things from Stash Unload from Rhonda.
It's a pretty frame, too.
Thank you, Rhonda.
Thank you, Rhonda.
I mean, they
Thank
weren't
you,
gifts.
Rhonda.
I did pay for them.
Right, correct.
So they're gone now, people.
So stop looking for them.
Anyway.
So, okay. Me, in my haul, I literally, like last week when I went there, purchased Lizzie Kate jingle that I literally already had. I don't know why I didn't open it, I didn't use it, I didn't stitch on it. Just
Happens all the time.
took it out of the bag and then was like, why
You
did I buy
like it so
this?
much, you buy it twice.
So then I took it back because I hadn't used it, and Barbara's so wonderful that she was like, yeah, that's fine. So I just traded it for another thing. So this is the Lizzie Kate that I traded it for, which is the Liberty. And the big reason that I wanted this one, or me really, I like this
I mean,
one.
that's, yeah.
Okay.
Who's going to stitch it?
I don't know, Pam. Probably you. But the reason that I got it was because when I was doing my perusing of the Lizzie Kate website, and she does have a free charts link over on the left, Lizzie Kate recharted this Liberty to say True North.
For Canadians.
For Canada. And so the T in True North is in this big bold font here, and then it says True North. And I was like, Pam. So maybe I'll do the Liberty and Pam can do the Canada one. We'll see. But I just thought that was really cool, and this one comes with the charm, so yeah. So that one is Liberty, and it is from the Celebrate with Charm Clip It series.
Cool.
So yeah. Okay, and then we walked into the shop on Friday, and there was a pile like pile of charts. We were like, what are those? And they're
Someone
like,
just dropped them off.
and they're like, oh, these are free. And I was like, give me a pile. So I went through them. And so these are the free ones that I got. So this is a Sisters and Best Friends, which was Kathy Haberman's old company.
No, Amy Brookins.
Oh, Amy Brookins. I don't.
Sorry,
Whatever.
Amy.
Sorry, Amy. Love you. Amy Brookins' old company. Anyway, so this is called. I'm assuming it's called Black Sheep Have More Fun. But look at that. There's one in every crowd.
Love it.
Love him. And then I even like this one, and it says the Black Sheep Have More Fun. I don't like it in that pillow finish, but I like that little chart. So very cute. Sisters and Best Friends was from Toledo.
Yeah.
So
I was at their shop
oh, okay.
once.
And then I got my life's weight in my. What am I saying? My weight's worth
Your weight in gold. Your weight
in Bent Creek.
In Bent Creek.
So these are from their series. I don't know what they're called, but anyway. So you'll know what I'm talking about. So it's basically
the ones with the words that are
the alphabet, and then there's a word that they pull out of it, like the cow one that I did.
in a lighthouse.
Yes. So this is Joy. So you can tell it's used because it's got the bed in it. But look at that. It might brighten those colors up a bit, and that one says Joy, obviously because it's called Joy. I don't know. I'm on a joy kick, maybe.
We're so joyful.
We are. We're just so full of joy. And then this is Yule.
That's really cute.
Yep, love those lights.
I wouldn't do it on the beige. But
Nope, but I like the lights.
Yep.
My favorite part.
Ooh, would that be too busy if you did it on
that green and red fabric? Yes.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, too much. And then, Happy Valentine's Day, I got the Love. And I have never seen this one before. Never, ever. And I was like, why has this been my whole life? I love this. I like those birds at the top, just saying.
Right.
So I got all those for free. For free.
Just for showing up at the shop.
Right, exactly. And then I wanted these are also free. I wanted to give a shout out. I don't know if she watches our channel. I know I follow her on Instagram. I'm assuming her first name is Abby. But on Instagram, her name is Abby Normal Stitching. And I saw a post from her where she had finished all 4 of the Houses for All Seasons collection by Brooks Books. They were gorgeous on her Instagram, and I was like, I need to find those. Come to find out, they're free to download from craftsy.com.
Right. Which is where you can find a lot of other freebies from Brooks Books.
Yes. So,
like the seasonal windows, or is it shelves?
It's pantries.
Pantries. Seasonal pantries.
Mm-hmm. So, I download them all, and typically I just download them and save them, and then like to show them in the video, I'll just print the first page, and then I accidentally hit print for all the pages.
Obviously, we were not having printer issues that day.
No, we were not. So I'll show them all to you. So this is the winter house.
Cute.
Love it. Look at the snowman. Isn't he cute? And then this is the spring house. I think this one's my favorite.
Oh yeah, with the kite. I love it.
Love it.
Don't see kites too much in cross stitch.
Nope, you don't.
Kites in cross stitch.
Save the kites. Hashtag. This is the summer house. They obviously these are the pixelated pictures, and they're stitched up. Look amazing. So go look at Abby Normal Stitching's Instagram. And then this is the fall house or autumn house, which I think is my second favorite because I love that roof
and the pumpkins. Oh my
and
god!
And the spider.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
And they all have
those are gorgeous.
They all have
free.
Birds up here. Free from Brooks Books.
What don't you get about free?
Winning.
Exactly. Craftsy.com.
Right. So, when the Lizzie Kate announcement was made, I was busy getting my hair done. And then I came home and discussed with Pam, and we placed the order with Crazy Annie. And there were 2 things off of my wish list that Crazy Annie didn't carry, which is fine. That's cool. We did an eBay search for the other 2 that I wanted. And so the first one that I got was from an eBay store called Thread the Needle. So, Thread the Needle. Very cool. And it is the Lizzie Kate Summer Alphabet. It comes with charms and everything. And the charms down here, there's like sunglasses, which go here. There's little round buttons on these flip-flops. And then there's a shell thing. Look at him. He's so cute. But I love these. I don't like all 4. I just like this one and the winter one. But how cute is that? So that's the summer alphabet.
Really cute. Really cute.
And so I'm assuming that like stores like this have patterns like regular shops on eBay, I guess. And then the other one that I got was the winter alphabet. But I want to show you. So I got that from Sally's Cross Stitch on eBay, right? So basically it says, thank you for... I got this stack of paper that came with it. You get lots of free stuff when you get ordered from Sally's Cross Stitch. So, that, and then there's a punch card program. So if you punch all these purchases out, then you get 15% off your entire next purchase.
Oh.
And then she does this cool thing. So here's one of those charms that says "Made with Love," and basically it's for you to, put on with a speck of like hot glue on the back, and then sign the back of your framed project. So, because I guess, like, what she says in this letter is that there's not a lot of room in a lot of patterns for people to put their initials.
Oh, and that came up Friday at the shop. A woman came in.
It did. Tony's friend. C.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Not Tony's friend. Tina's
friend.
Tina's
Carol?
friend.
Christine. Krista. Freaking A.
Can't come up with it.
Sorry.
Oh, we met her at the last stitch-in. We're so sorry.
We suck.
It's Tina's friend.
Yeah, we know who you are.
And she just friended me on Facebook, too. Darn it.
Dang it.
I can't remember. Anyway,
she just finished her very first class.
She had a question about initialing your work.
Right.
And she was asking Barbara, and we weren't really part of the conversation initially.
Right.
But Barbara kind of escorted her into the room, and we all said hello again because we had just seen her at Stitch-In. Mm-hmm. And Barbara says, you are going to get as many different opinions about initialing your work as there are people around this table. And it was true.
That was true, yeah.
There were people that always initial. There were people that sometimes initial. There were people like me who, unless it's part of the design, do not initial. I just never think to do it. I don't care about it so much.
I'm trying to get her to sign her framed pieces on the back, so when she croaks, I know who did it.
This is an idea from Sally's Cross Stitch about how you can...
So it's one of those made with love things, and you just hot glue it to the back of your work. Even you could do it even if it was a soft finish or whatever.
Correct. Yeah.
And then she gave me a freebie chart with a bouncing bunny on it. Then she gives you the DMC checklist. Lots of really neat stuff.
This all came in the
package.
And then the eBay purchase.
And then, it was Mom's PayPal account, so that's why it says, thank you, Pamela, with all these Easter stuff.
Right. Yeah.
And then, I got this. Wait for it, because I'm going to show you everything that's in it. Wait for it. You get a pencil, and this is her website. X, like the letter X, marksthespot.info pencil. A Frisbee with a bunny on it. Oh, please. Oh, God.
Don't knock the camera over. Did you get it?
Bunny Post-its.
Bunny Post-its.
I bent over for the bunny Post-its. We got a magnet. Sally's Cross Stitch. I showed you all this the other day, Pam, and you didn't care. And then we got two...
I thought it was a card. I didn't realize.
2 stickers. An Easter egg sticker. A Easter bunny sticker. I got a pixie stick. I got...
Is that like those things that you suck the candy out of?
It's sugar.
Sugar?
Yeah, basically.
Oh, my God.
I got a Strawberry Charms Pops. Not popsicle, but whatever. I got a mystery pink candy. I don't know what that is. I got a... Wait for it.
What is that?
Easter bunny pencil sharpener. From my X marks the spot pencil. Duh. And then, last but not least, I got this pin that says Egg Hunter. And it's in camo. Get it? And it all came in this really cute Easter bag.
Somebody's thinking spring.
All for spending less than $20. Just saying.
And with all of that goodies,
I got this chart too. This is what I got paid for with all this stuff. It is the Lizzie Kate Winter Alphabet with charms. I love the pine cones. And believe me, I know how to stitch me some Lizzie Kate snowmen. So this shit's gonna fly. And then this little deer, I like him. And him, I like these mittens. So,
yep.
Wow. So yeah, very cute. Lizzie Kate Winter Alphabet. So, and then the last purchase we actually both made. We got one.
Where did we hear about this?
I don't know. Someone's FlossTube, I think.
No, I think it was Instagram.
I don't know who it was. Yes, it was.
It was Instagram because they said they got these needle minders from a needle mind person.
Needle minder.
Needle minder seller, maker and seller, called Needle Mind. Isn't that the cutest name? Like never mind, but Needle Mind. Yeah. I think it's cute.
It is cute.
I also like it because she is up in Maine.
Right. She is in, doesn't say.
But we forgot where.
But she's in Maine, so that's all that matters. But she's in Maine,
and her name is Sam. Mm-hmm. And
Samantha.
So she has a Etsy shop called O Needle Mind, and it's OH for O Needle Mind. Mm-hmm. Check her out on Etsy.
And she's on Instagram by the same name, OHNEEDLE.
Right, she's on Instagram. That's true. Anyway,
so there's kind of two different styles that you can get, and we got one of each. So Mom picked out one, I picked out one.
Right. The one I picked out was, an anchor, because I love anchors,
and you can tell it's kind of rounded.
And let me show you. Yeah. So it's rounded. Mm-hmm. It's kind of
glass.
Got a little plexiglass feel to it.
Yep.
Pardon me. Anyway, isn't that pretty? So, Needle Mind, you can see.
And it comes on these really pretty cards.
Try to focus. There you go. So that's the card they come on, and Steph's was a little bit different.
Yep. So mine, as you can see, is flat.
Right.
Right. Look at this little Dorothy. Look at her though. Look at her. She's so cute with a little Toto. So yeah. So that's the.
Yeah, I like these because they're not huge.
Right.
And they're flat, even though this is rounded, it's smooth.
Right.
So, grabbing the needle off, like we do.
All those needle grabs.
Right. So, recommendation, Needle Mind.
Needle Mind.
For another Needle Mind.
We love our Gina's Unique Boutique.
And from Maine. I mean, come on.
Exactly. We love all of our standard go-to needle minder.
Obviously, duh.
Right. But try the needle minder, please.
Okay. We're on the back side of our notes, honey bun.
All right, don't call me honey bun, please. Love you, but
what do we got coming up?
Okay, so Wednesday we have a StitchCon meeting. Nicole, just making sure that you knew. No, I'm kidding. And so that means that by Wednesday there will be a Facebook group that will be created. I got a message from Barbara yesterday about an email that she'd gotten. So we're probably going to be keeping it private for the good long length of things, and then. So I don't think we're going to be making the Facebook group people will have to request to join if they'd like to. So, we
can invite people, can't we?
Yeah, but it's not going to be like anyone can join. Like Nate can't join because Nate doesn't cross stitch. He was the first person that came to my head. But anyway. So that was a concern, and I didn't know if anyone else had any concerns about that out there.
Yeah, people have been wondering about it.
So StitchCon Facebook group will be happening by Wednesday at the latest.
And how many people are on the wait list for StitchCon now?
80.
80 people are on the wait list for StitchCon.
But I will tell you, 7 people got pulled off the wait list in the last 2 weeks.
So
just saying.
So, as I've said before, there's a lot of life that can happen between now and June, and people change their plans. Right. And so, anyway.
Anywho. And then I don't know if Mom, are you going to go to the shop on Friday if I'm not with you?
No.
Okay. No. No.
As if
you've never been there.
I'd be peppered with questions. Where the hell is Steph?
Right. So, I'm going down to Xavier for a luncheon/talk, Xavier University.
I think I might tag along to that.
Oh, yeah.
And then
So that's on Friday afternoon.
So we probably won't go to the shop on Friday.
Sorry, not sorry. We'll probably go over it like on some other day this week, like Wednesday, but whatever. And then it's okay though, because on Saturday we're going to Katie Glass's house.
Yeah, we're going to our friend Katie's, and we're looking forward to that.
Because she's got some fabric that I'm going to look at, because I'm excited, because I have mania projects that need fabric, and she's going to help me pick them out.
Right. In the meantime,
we're going to stitch.
The Olympics have another week to go. Mm-hmm. I need to finish Flags and Friends before the closing ceremonies.
Yeah, you do.
And we need to work on some other projects. And so we're going to be watching the Olympics and other things. And here's a flash. We're going to stitch.
Oh, boy.
What do you know?
Is anyone going through the, I don't know what to do because I need to watch FlossTube, but I want to watch the Olympics too?
Yeah, it's kind of...
I got a backup load of FlossTube.
Yeah, we're kind of backed up on FlossTube because we are watching the Olympics. So anyway...
it's okay. We'll figure it out, I think.
So that about wraps it up, right?
It does, as far as I know.
It's another fun week here.
It is. In Southwest Ohio.
So
hope everyone
that kind of wraps it up until next week.
And thank you to everyone for your continued love and support for our channel.
Absolutely.
And for your comments and your love. And
this will probably go live on
Monday morning.
Monday.
So have a great week, everyone.
So hope you had a great weekend.
And maybe if you are one of those lucky people that get to have Monday off because it's a holiday.
Oh, that's right.
Then you can sleep in and enjoy us when you wake up.
President's Day.
Right.
So happy President's Day.
Yay. With that, remember presidents and stuff. Remember the presidents gone by.
Yes. Yes.
And with that.
Yes. With that, I'm Pam.
And I'm Stephanie.
And this is Just Keep Stitching. Bye.